Hello Capricorn, Elsie here to do a reading for you, my friends. It is for the month of November. We're going to get on the November energy early this month. So I'm here to read for you for the month of November. We're going to find out what's going on for you. We're going to use this oracle deck first, and then we're going to look at some tarot. How are you, Capricorn? I hope you're well, my friends. Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. If you are brand new and you just tripped upon these shenanigans here, welcome. There is a subscription button in the bottom right-hand corner of this screen if you're interested in staying, and I hope that you will. Join this Earth energy team. Capricorn, you are my Earth cousin. I am a Taurus sun. And thank you so much for all the ways you love on this channel. I just wanted to say thank you so much. These readings have been, when I have a lot of energy, these readings are becoming so much more detailed because I have a lot of energy from y'all, so I appreciate you. All right, this first card I'm gonna pull here is going to be what the energy is that you're bringing from October into November. What energy are you bringing into November here, Capricorn? We have time to collaborate. Okay, so look, something new is going to begin. For some of you, it's a new job. For some of you, it is a new situation, a friendship group, possibly. People who are collaborative and cooperative is the ants. I don't know if you've ever watched a documentary on ants. They are incredible. They're incredible how much they work together. They get anything done, no matter what it is, no matter how big, they will do it. And so I feel like this is a month of collaboration. You're about to meet new people who want to help you out, people who might have puzzle pieces to things that you didn't have the answers for. You might be getting answers, help, collaborative efforts from people in the month of November. That's the energy that you're bringing, so that's the energy you're going to attract. The overall energy for the month, it says, watch your words, 45. I'm going to be honest with you and say, be careful that you don't parrot things that you hear. We're in a society where people ask each other about things and they don't do their own investigation. We are in a moment in our lives where we have so much information. It can almost be overkill. But people will tend to ask other people to look it up for them or give them their opinion rather than looking at it themselves. I feel like the parrot spirit, watch your words, is telling me, don't believe what you hear. And definitely do not say it if you don't know it's true. Do your investigation. Card number 45 is a 9. I'm going to say, make sure you have wisdom, right? 9 is the hermit energy. Make sure you have wisdom. Make sure you have the knowledge before you start to talk about things you don't know about. All right. Let's get into it. Yeah, let's do this. Let's talk about Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I think that you're about to, this time to collaborate tells me that you might be meeting some new people in the month of November. And it gives me that feeling here, that you might be meeting new people who are willing to help you through situations or maybe new friendships. All right, so the first card I put down here is what you need to leave behind. What you should not bring into the month of November, Capricorn. Tell me about Capricorn, please. We do have the Page of Cups. Surprises, I'm going to say, is what you should not bring into the month of November. It feels like with the Page of Cups, I feel as though that you are open. The thing is I feel like you're the person in the zodiac who is the overgiver. Now, you have the ability to create something from nothing, but you're always sharing that thing. You're the doting one, kind one. We've got somebody here with their heart chakra open. I feel like when people drop into your home, they could show up from somewhere around the world and say, hey, we're here. Do you have a place for us to sleep? And you're like, yeah, of course. I feel like you're the person who is always very giving, caring, and kind. I feel like you need to build some boundaries around this. People showing up unannounced, people wanting things from you right now. It feels like there's surprises, I feel. So I feel like instead of, telling people, yep, sure, I can do that, I feel like it's a time to collaborate. You're like, well, you're kind of in my life at a time where things are going a little sideways, or I didn't expect for you to show up. So if you guys don't mind staying in a hotel tonight, then I can maybe make a place for you to come stay at my place in a couple of days. Like, it feels like you need to be open to it, because that's who the Page of Cups is, open to it, but also being open to using your intuition and not being scared that even though these people have dropped in without being announced, that it's okay for you to take control of the situation and tell them, no, we've got to delay it just a little bit. What What should you be inwardly focusing on? What's your inward focus in the month of November? Your inward focus, very interesting, is the Hanged Man energy. I feel like with the Hanged Man energy, that it feels like you are, all of this energy makes me feel like you're holding back just a little bit, Capricorn, that you're not just jumping in and saying, yep, that's me, I'll help you out, because you're usually that person who is just like on call for everybody, does everything for everyone. Maybe it's not you if you've got different moon and rising placements. I am talking about sun sign energy, and that might not be you as a sun sign if your moon and your rising are different from somebody else. But the Hanged Man energy, I feel, is it's time for you to really dig into your intuitive energy. Right? We've got the intuition here, which is opening just a little bit. You taking advantage of maybe saying, no, you can't drop in right now, but I can probably see you tomorrow if you want to schedule a meeting. And this Hanged Man energy tells me that you're, in the month of November, you're not saying yes to everything. You're holding back a little bit. You're thinking it out, waiting for an answer to come. It's like you're getting a different perspective of who the people are in your life who are really willing to collaborate with you, who are willing to be on your side and help you out, instead of pushing you to the front of the line and making you do all the work. So I think that the inward energy is sort of appropriate here in the month of November. It feels like you're going to wait. You're going to hold back. You're going to hang back, get a perspective. I want to look at that. I want to understand these things before I make a decision as to whether I'm going to collaborate or not. What is your outward focus in the month of November? The outward focus, oh, I like that. People are going to see you as being very happy with your money, with your emotions. The sun is here, right? She's got a burst of energy. We've got that burst of energy here and here. It feels like you're having some realizations, I want to say, that you're having realizations that by holding back, getting perspective, waiting until you're ready to do something, using the intuition, that it's ultimately people are going to see you as someone who is far happier in your life. Last card I'm going to lay is going to talk about what you need to reevaluate in the month of November. What does Capricorn need to reevaluate in the month of November? I think that the month of November for you is going to be an internal one of not being on call, of really holding back. Tell me what you need to reevaluate. Yeah, this does look like reevaluation to me. So what you need to reevaluate, I'm just going to say that you look unbothered. You look really unbothered. I really feel like for Capricorn, this is a month where you're going to trust yourself, trust your intuition. This person, you can see that their solar plexus chakra is open here. It's like I'm going to keep my sunshine for myself. It feels like it's inward, that you're protecting yourself from people who would use you in ways that possibly you get exhausted by. We do have all of these wands here, right? So we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wands here. It feels like there's 6 wands here, and they're shorter than all the other ones. It feels like the 7th wand is you being unbothered, protecting your energy, protecting yourself, and the other people that are around you, right? 6 of wands, what is that? It's attention, really wanting your attention, trying to get your attention. But it almost feels like the month of November for you is going to be a month of kind of being unbothered and just doing what you want to do for yourself, building on yourself, building on your business, building on whatever makes you stable, sturdy, and comfortable in your life, your abundance, right? It feels like you are now sort of focusing more on yourself in the month of November. Let's talk about time to collaborate. It's card number 1, so it's the beginning of something. It's the beginning of some sort of new collaboration here. Tell me about Capricorn, please, about the time to collaborate. We have the Strength card. We have the 6 of Pentacles. I like it. And we have the 5 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like you are finding some sort of a new group of people. You'll be introduced to someone new who will introduce you to a new group of people. It feels like this collaborative thing. I'm looking at card number 1, right? And time to collaborate it makes me feel like you're going to be meeting new people, the beginning of something. Card number 1, the Six of Pentacles is here to tell me those people are going to be very reciprocal with your energy. They're going to see you as strong, courageous, somebody who kind of holds themselves back. Again, that's what we're talking about in the month, right? Watch your words, hold yourself back, that you are sort of looking inward before you give a reply outward. The Five of Cups is like, no more regrets. I am not going to have any more regrets about parroting something that I didn't know much about. I'm just going to take it inward for a moment. So I really do feel that the energy you're bringing into November is going to cause other people to want to flock to you. You're like, you're bringing other people into your life because you are courageous. You are someone who's strong. You are someone who's willing to be very reciprocal with your energy. And I feel like you're a person who's happy, right? The Five of Cups in the reverse is no more regrets. And we've got the Nine of Cups as your external energy. People are seeing you as someone who is very confident and solid and is going at life with no regrets, being very happy. All right, so what you're leaving in the past here, I think, is being on call. I want to say, even to the people that you love. Look, maybe your kids show up from Australia and you're like, no, my place is a disaster. You can come in 48 hours if you guys want to get a hotel. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you're not allowing people to just crash anymore. Tell me about the Page of Cups being what you need to leave in the past. We've got the, Lovers, the Three of Swords, interesting. And the Knight of Swords. You know what? You're not being taken in for a minute. No, this is the beginning of you really listening to your intuition. Look, we all have intuition. Every one of us has the ability to trust ourselves, and that's what the intuition is. And so I feel like this month is a month where you're really beginning to trust yourself as it comes to relationships that are romantic. It feels like with the Lovers here, that you're no longer going to be snowed by the person who gives you the energy of, I'm your person, I'm, your soulmate, I'm going to be with you forever. I feel like you're taking a look at this in an analytical way, because I feel like with the Three of Swords, you've been hurt before. You've been disappointed by love. You've been hurt before. And it feels like you are going to speak that out. It feels like you are listening to your gut, and it's like it goes from the gut to the brain. And the Knight of Swords is somebody who is just going to be completely honest, who's highly intelligent, but somebody who's just going to be completely honest with you. And I'm just going to say it. And I'm going to leave you to sort it out. So it does feel like what you should be leaving behind here is being too accommodating. I feel like when things pop up, when they surprise you, when people show up and they're like, I know it's been years, but I just wanted to say sorry. I feel like you're going to take a very different approach. You're going to take this approach with the Four Swords here, and you're going to be in a very stable mental state here. And you're also just going to be able to say it out loud. Look, you know what? I understand that what you're trying to do here, but thanks, but no thanks. It feels like you're no longer going to be incredibly accommodating for people who possibly broke your heart, disappointed you, or when you needed help, they weren't around. And this is a choice that you're making, right? It's an absolute choice that you're making here. Feels like somebody is about to level up a little bit. I always say that when you get these downloads or ascensions, it's like a new software upgrade. I feel like you're going through a software upgrade in the month of November here, Capricorn. Tell me about the Hanged Man. This is your inward focus, what your inward focus should be. And it should be on the self. It should be on getting answers, getting a different perspective, having realizations. Tell me about this. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, and that's you, right? That is Capricorn energy. This Queen of Pentacles is someone who is manifesting to be the Empress, and she is already acting as though she is the Empress. So I feel like the inward focus is on you, your stability, who you are, why you are the way you are. It could also be your inward focus is about financial things, your pentacle world, your house, your home, your children. It feels like here that you are, her eyes are closed, and I've always seen that as really incredibly cool, because it's like you're feeling it now, right? We've got the Page of Cups, because now you've got a little bit of like your intuition is now you're knocking on the door and you're like answering finally. And then we do have the Hanged Man energy, which is, the inward trusting of the self. I'm going to wait and I'm going to make a decision after. So this could be about financial things or things that are going on in your pentacle world. I feel like you are going to remain in balance because you are in the Hanged Man energy. We do have the Five of Wands coming out in the reverse. I kind of love this. The Five of Wands in the reverse is like, I have no more indecision. I'm just going to be sturdy and solid, be who I am. I know that I can be the overgiver if I want to, but I'm no longer going to do that because of the Hanged Man energy. My intuition is telling me I need to stop giving people whatever they want when they want it. Maybe it's time for me to hold back a little bit and listen to my intuition. And I feel like with the Five of Wands being in the reverse, you don't care about competition. They're going to say, well, then we're going to go stay at grandma's house. And you're like, okay, you go there. See you in a couple days. Like it feels like people are going to try and come up against you and say, okay, well, if you're not going to do this, then I'm going to get someone else to do it. And you're like, yeah, good luck to that. You go ahead and do that. We do have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, it feels like you'll invest when you're ready to invest. When you come to a place where you've got the perspective that you need in the month of November, it feels like you don't really care if there's competition, that you have no more indecision about who you are, about your solid way that you are listening to your intuitive energy and making decisions based in fact, based in the 3D. So not somebody who just shows up on a whim in a surprise and says, oh, now this is the way your life is going to go for a week, I'm staying. You're like, no, I don't think so. I've been working really hard, and I'm working really hard on listening to my intuition. And if that's a problem for you, that's a problem for you. I feel like you're just going to let people be with their own energy and deal with it, but I feel like you're going to be honest and truthful with everybody. What is your outward focus? I feel like you're focused on happiness, so everybody sees you as someone who is happy. Tell me about the Nine of Cups, please. You could be single and happy. Yeah, people see you as it feels like that you're unbothered, you're excited, you're happy, things are going great in your life, and I don't think you're going to allow people to interrupt that. We've got the Eight of Wands. People are going to try and interrupt that. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. So look at that. That's some really interesting energy. The Eight of Wands is things that are speeding up. And I think that the Queen of Wands tells me because you took control of your life. The Queen of Wands is somebody who is independent, is an individual, and does whatever she wants and doesn't give a damn what other people think. And so I feel like this is your outward energy. People are seeing you as the Queen of Wands. They're seeing you as someone who's ready to take risks, who's ready to take chances, but for themselves, individually. I'm going to do what I want to do. I always say that this person is the weirdo. This is Scorpio rising is what I am. And Scorpios are a little bit of a weirdo. I say that in the kindest, most loving way. But I feel like you don't do things that other people do, and I think you're about to just do the things that you want to do for you. The Wheel of Fortune is here, which tells me that everything's about to change. It feels like you're about to be seen as someone who's ultimately and completely happy. What's changing here is that it's divine timing, that for things to speed up, be exciting, move fast, very creative energy. It feels like November is going to be a really good month for you. That you are taking control of your Pentacle world, and it's going to show outwardly as a lot of happiness and excitement, and you're the life of the party, and you've alleviated your codependency with people, trying to make yourself feel better by helping others. I don't think you're doing that in the month of November. We've got the Seven of Wands, and that is what you need to reevaluate. So I feel like the reevaluation comes with, it feels like this is, the Seven of Wands to me is, you are, in this particular depiction, unbothered, happy in your place. You're in your happy place. You are taking care of yourself. You're paying attention to your intuition. The pink bubble is where things are safe. It feels like even though people are coming at you, I think that you are reevaluating the way that you used to allow people to... Yeah, I feel like this is like the end of codependency for you. The end of having to do things for people because you wanted the kudos. I really feel like the Seven of Wands is like, I'm building boundaries now. And if you guys don't like it, it is what it is, right? We have the Six of Cups in the reverse. We have the Ace of Wands. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. I really love this because the Six of Cups in the reverse tells me that in the past you were really very stuck on what people said about you, how they evaluated you, how they made you try and work for your worth. And I don't think you're doing that anymore. I feel like with this, we got 7 wands and 1 is 8. Again, things are moving quickly. We do have the 8 of Pentacles. You've been working so hard on yourself, Capricorn, for this whole year. And if you go back in your readings, Capricorn, you'll just see the beautiful growth that you've had week after week, month after month. I feel like it's family, friends, people who are really close to you, people who maybe you've been in relationships with. I feel like you've decided that you're going to leave that in the past. In the past, it's had you stuck. And I feel like with the Seven of Wands, you're like building boundaries, and you're no longer going to be terrorized by these places where you were stuck in this nostalgic energy from the past. It feels like you're now moving forward with the Ace of Wands and with the Eight of Pentacles. It's because you've done so much work on yourself. I really love that it's all self-mastery related, that this is the place where you finally take hold of everything. Just make sure that you're watching your words. I just want to see what's under here. We have think on your feet. See, I feel like you're not going to have to think on your feet. It's in the reverse. It feels like you're not going to have to think on your feet, because it feels like you are slowing down and not allowing people to tell you what you should be doing based on getting kudos from somebody. I feel like you're now in this self, this energy of self, of balance. And it feels like it's all about your intuition this month and trusting yourself. And whether people are disappointed because you make different choices and you don't want to have your heart broken and you're not willing to just drop everything and help them, I think it is what it is. I feel like that's the energy that you're coming into this year. You're taking your time to make decisions, and you're not basing your decisions on whether people feel that you're investing in them or not. Bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Swords in the reverse. We have the Two of Cups, and we have the Queen of Swords. I love it. I really love it. Look at this. Queen of Swords and the Two of Cups. I'm now liberating myself and telling you exactly how I feel. You don't get to tell me how to feel. You don't get to tell me what I should be doing for you. I feel like you are reconnecting to people that maybe you had disconnected from, but I feel like you're reappearing or reemerging in this boundary sort of energy. The Queen of Swords has boundaries, right? That's why she's sort of got her heart down here in this little jail here. It's like, no offense, but I'm just going to look at things head over heart. I'm no longer going to get my heart involved. And it doesn't mean that you're unfeeling. I feel like it means that you're just going to stand your ground in the Five of Swords here. And the Two of Cups, especially with people who would take advantage of you. And those people are people who maybe have love for you. And I'm not saying that everybody loves you, wants to manipulate you, but especially people who would play on your sympathies or on your emotional energy. So it does feel like it's going to be a month of you getting more control of yourself and realizing that the only reason that maybe you were disappointed in the past is because you weren't open to listening to the intuition. Now I feel like as you get to the middle of the month, that's all you're listening to. You're not listening to anyone else with the Seven of Wands. You're putting up boundaries and listening to your intuition. And I kind of love that. I'm going to go for now. Thank you, Capricorn, for being here. I'll go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys. Bye-bye.